What is going down, guys? My name is TetraNinja, and I welcome you to Weapon Face-Off, TAR-21 versus AK-47. And this idea was actually brought to me by one of my very first subscribers, and I mean like within the first 10, and named Mr. Jingle Bells. And I thought, I haven't done a weapon review in a long time. I used to do them a lot back in the day, so why not? We'll give this a shot. And yeah, so we're going to start off today with AK-47. And I always like to give a history lesson on the weapons before I get into their statistics in Modern Warfare 2. So the AK-47 was first developed in the Soviet Union by Mikhail Kalashnikov, and it stands for Kalashnikov Automatic Rifle Model of 1947, the year it was made. And it was officially adopted by the Soviet Union and its forces of the Warsaw Pact in 1949. And just like the M16, it's one of the most famous assault rifles in the world and most used just because of its durability, low production costs, and ease of use. So yeah, it's probably one of the most recognizable assault rifles in the world, mainly because I think it looks so damn ugly. But yeah, in Modern Warfare 2, it's unlocked at the last level for some reason. I still don't know the reasoning behind that. And it has a max damage of 40 and a minimum damage of 30. Decent mag size of about 30, 45 with extended mags, ammo supply of 90 rounds, 180 with scavenger, reload time of 2.5 seconds, 3.45 on empty. Obviously that's halved if it's if it's combined with sleight of hand pro, and it has the devil's fire rate of 666 rounds per minute. Also high penetration and low to medium recoil. So with the AK, a lot of people think it has a lot of recoil because when you shoot it, it has vertical vertical recoil where the gun and the iron sights bounce up and down. Actually, that recoil is just like I said, it's only visual, and for the most part, the bullets shoot basically in a straight arrow. So you just gotta time it a little bit better or work with the iron sights. And attachment wise, a fun fact with this gun is the fact that if no attachments are used on it, then it has zero idle sway, but as soon as you throw anything on it, even FMJ or extended mags, idle sway is added to this gun. So it's tempting not to throw the attachment on it, but I usually stick with FMJ if I'm using this gun. But apparently the people at Infinity War thought those metal casings around those guns added weight enough that it warranted idle sway for some reason. I don't know why. One of many glitches in this game, I guess. One of many glitches in this game, but we'll move on from that. But overall, this gun I personally don't like using because I'm going to use this gun. I think to myself, I might as well just use the RPD and not have to bother ever reloading. And yeah, it has basically the exact same iron sight. So generally I stick with the AK if I'm thinking, or sorry, the RPD if I'm thinking of using the AK. But if you're thinking about using it, I usually use it the same as I use it with my TAR-21 class with Sleight of Hand Pro, Stopping Power Pro, and Ninja Pro. And I guess if you're planning to rush a lot, then you could probably throw on Marathon and Steady Aim if you're going to be hip firing a lot. And the reason I keep the fact that I have stopping power in the second class is that because it has a pretty slow rate of fire at only 666 rounds per minute, then you're probably most going to be outgunned up close with against an SMG. So that's why the stopping power, to save yourself that extra bullet, is always helpful. You can never go wrong with stopping power. Next up, the TAR-21, also known as the TAVR Assault Rifle 21st Century, is an Israeli and bullpup assault rifle with selective firing system, so you can switch between semi-automatic and burst mode and fully automatic fire modes. And it was designed by Zalman Shebs with the purpose of creating a more weapon suited to urban combat than the M16 and the M4. And it always seems that these weapons that you never heard of are basically created to counter well-known American weapons that you hear all the time about. But yeah. But yeah, in Modern Warfare 2, it's unlocked at level 20, has the exact same damage, mag size, ammo, stats as the AK-47. It reloads a little bit faster on empty than the AK does, but what really saves this gun is the high fire rate. It's the second highest firing assault rifle in Modern Warfare 2, second only to the F2000, which is a piece of shit. And despite it saying, the stats saying it has only a medium penetration rate, I find that it has almost the exact penetration rate as the AK. That's just my general preferences. And it has a medium recoil, which isn't too bad once you get used to it. I know I did a TAR-21 review earlier and I said I hated it, but after getting used to it, if you guys watch any of my videos, you know that this is almost like my go-to weapon. And it's a lot more versatile than the AK is. You can use it in a variety of fashions. My Charizard class obviously is the first one, Sleight of Hand Pro, Stop and Power Pro, and Ninja. But you can also use it with the Russian class if you're hip firing, or I see a lot of people running with cold-blooded, so they don't never have to worry about air support. And the steady aim just if you plan to hip firing a lot. And unlike the AK, I find that it's more suitable to a silencer than the TAR-21 is more suited to its silencer than the AK is, but that's just my general preference and how I've seen it so far. And we'll just get into a gameplay that I recorded a while ago. This gameplay was back when I was trying to get that dual EMP video to send in, and this is a game that I captured before. And I was using it unsilenced because I find the gameplay was more entertaining, and I was able to rack up kills a lot earlier when people were rushing towards me, I guess. And yeah, overall this is a pretty decent gameplay, and this is a pretty beastly Semtex right here. But yeah, oh, that also reminds me, the contest for the Pokemon Poker app that for the Xbox 360 Elite is ending on the 19th. So I'm gonna be watching the videos on the 19th, so try to get your videos in probably a little bit earlier than that, because if I announce a winner and then for some reason later that day on the 19th you decide that you want to enter the contest to put in a video, then too bad for you, because you've had over a month and a half to do it. So yeah, if you still want to get in that contest, you have a couple more days to do it. But here's the lesson right here of why you never want to use a care package in a free-for-all, and it's gonna happen again once more, and it's gonna pay off big time for me. And I don't know, it's just a care package is just the elephant in the room in a free-for-all. Everyone rushes towards it, and this guy definitely just killed me with that while I was shooting that predator, but it doesn't matter because I didn't have any ammo left. I don't carry a secondary weapon. I always carry stingers in a free-for-all. But yeah, weapon comparison wise, if I was given the choice between the AK and the TAR-21, it's TAR-21 all day, guys. And it's one of my go-to classes. If I'm ever having troubles in a game, it's always something that I always can just fall back on. And look at these guys right about here. Yeah. Denied. You killed the douchebag. And that's just a little something that I picked up from PS3 House. It adds a little bit of style, I think. But yeah, what really separates, I think, that separates it from the AK-47 is the fact that, like I said earlier, the TAR-21 just fires so much quicker, and head-to-head, close-up, it can handle itself against most of the SMGs in this game. And like also what I said earlier, even though apparently it's supposed to have a lower penetration rate than the AK-47, this thing absolutely eats through walls all the time. And even though it has a higher rate of recoil, I still like its recoil kind of back and forth sideways than the up and down of the AK-47, because sometimes, well, here's a nice nade right here, camping up there, this is what you get. Sometimes, like I said, at longer distances, if you're shooting with the AK, then you kind of lose the enemy in the visual recoil of the gun. So in general, I just stick with the TAR-21, and I also like that outer ring that kind of centers my vision if I ever lose sight of an enemy. And also, if I ever plan to use the AK, I wouldn't, like I said in the review, I just used an RPD, to be honest, and like I said, never have to worry about having to reload ever again. And here's the money steal right here, chopper gunner. Oh my god. Guys, don't use care packages in free-for-alls. It's just bad news in general. And I heard the tactical insertion sound back here. I was gonna throw a Semtex, but I got caught and I laid down right in the open because I wanted to get these guys pretty quickly, but they move away from that back parking lot, even though I spent like 5 or 10 seconds hammering down on the chopper gunner. But they do disappear, and I just basically have to clean up the rest of this game with this chopper gunner that I didn't even earn myself, which is almost the story of Modern Warfare 2, but we won't get into a flame war here. So yeah, the game's about to end. Final score of 30-5. Hope you guys liked the review, and if you want to see more of it, please leave a comment, or if you have any suggestions for me to improve it. But yeah, please comment and rate. Ratings help me a whole lot, and the more ratings I get, the more in-depth videos I can make, such as these ones. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time, probably on Halo. Peace.
In my every spot. That's fucking bullshit.
I know. Fucked up.